Here we go now.
Well, what's going on, everybody?
Oh.
Hey, welcome to...
Well, hello. Welcome to Let's Talk About It podcast,
Yes.
where we are very professional and
And we drop brand new episodes how often?
every first and third Friday of the month.
Come on now. There you go.
If you have not done so, you should subscribe to us because we're cool and full of holiness.
Oh, man. Hey, well, we are back after... Man, it's been a little over a month, or about a month, basically, at this point.
Yeah, it's been a while.
By the way, we need to slow down because
Beautiful
we did
last
not...
name.
That's such a great show. Oh, Modern Family, how we miss you. But we need to slow down. Like, I didn't recognize that we hit 70 episodes 1 episode ago.
Woo, woo, woo.
Like,
yeah.
And, you ready? And by the time this drops, babe, 3 years.
I know. Well,
Since this
3 years
podcast
for
dropped.
you, a year and a half for me.
Yeah, we'll say a year and a half for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
3
was late to the
years-
game.
Well, you didn't know if you wanted to, do it all the time.
I wasn't sure if I should share my wisdom with everyone,
Oh,
you know.
stop it. Stop it. But, I mean, I just wanted to slow down and take a moment to be thankful.
Yeah. Live in the moment.
Yeah. Like, it's because it's so, I honestly didn't even recognize. I mean, I know I put in, like, the number 70 and then titled the episode. It just didn't dawn on me.
Click, yeah.
Correct. And so, I don't know. I just, maybe I need that for me, not in no way, like, being braggadocious, like, oh, look at us. No, in the sense of, Lord, thank you that we've gotten to do this. I love doing this. I love doing it with you. And I feel like this last year for sure has been my favorite year.
Yeah?
It has. It really has.
Because of me?
It's seriously, yeah. It has been. It's funny. One of my favorite responses when John Maxwell was asked a question like, which one's your favorite book? He says the funny answer to that question is it's a different answer, but it's the same answer. And he said, it's the one I'm currently working on right now.
Mm.
He said, because every single thing that I want to write is the thing I'm most passionate about. It's the most recent thing. And he said, if I'm not most passionate about the thing I'm currently doing right now, then why am I doing it?
Yeah.
So the next thing I output, the next thing that I'm developing or releasing to somebody, it should be my current best work in that moment, And I feel like we have done I feel like the best work has happened in the past year.
I know why that's making me emotional.
Seriously, I've loved having you on. I've loved doing it with you. We didn't plan this, guys. we did not plan this. But for real, I've loved having you on. I love doing it with you. When I was catching up with Ben, our campus pastor, he was just asking about you. He's like, "How's Juby doing?" So I was like, "Oh, she's doing good," and shared some things that you have shared, just regarding like, what does the new normal look like, for us moving forward. And something I shared with him was just saying how, I still have moments where I'm like, dang, that's my wife, and then I get to do it with you. And he was just asking about some of your gifts, and so I was sharing some of that, but just how
You should
Lord,
be like, the things that she's not gifted in would be a shorter list.
no. But my favorite moment.
Accounting, she can do it.
But it's funny, as I'm sharing that with him about you, he was saying how he still feels that way, about his wife, Callie. And I said, Ben, my favorite moment is still when, we got to meet his kids,
Yeah.
a month or so ago. Ben was like, I get this often. I said, but your daughter had the best response I've probably ever heard. I was like, babe, it's like, come over here. I want you to meet Ben and Callie's kids. And their oldest goes, that's your wife? He lost it, man. And I'm just sitting there like, I know that I absolutely realize who I have in my corner and who I have in my life. And so, seriously, babe, I just need you to know what a blessing and gift you are. Not just to me, but if you are a blessing and gift to me, I can only imagine the blessing and gift you are to other people. And this year, I think, has been the best year and my favorite year. Not just because I'm doing it with you. I absolutely believe, and I've said this to you since year one, since we've met, you have so much to offer the world.
Thank you.
Your voice, your perspective, your mindset is not just valued, but it's needed.
I'm still wanting to ride your coattail, though.
And the true test of that is y'all need to take a like step back in the past. I think it was like episode 20, 21, like in the early 20s or something, but I called it Podcast Takeover by Wifey. You remember that one? And that was the one where
I think it's the first one no, it's not the first time.
You did one with Frit. We did a couple, like episode 8, 9, or 10 around that area. And then that was like the last time you did it though. So a few months went by, and I actually got that idea from Travis Brown was his name. And he said, hey, just bring someone on, just let them take over. And I was like, what better person than my wife? And so I gave you free reign. That's probably one of the fun. We need to do something like that again.
Yeah.
But it was,
I don't think it's as fun because like I am now part of the regular production. So
you feel a different weight.
Right. I don't know. It's not like I'm just going to come on here and just la-di-da my way through, you know?
Well, what made that episode so beautiful is that there was no agenda.
Yeah.
I literally let you go, ask me whatever. And so you asked fun questions, you asked deep questions. But the greatest feedback I got coming out of that episode was people came up to me and they said, or they text me and they went, okay, I love you and I love the other guests you have. But they go, you're totally different with your wife.
Yeah.
Like she unlocks a different side of you. And I'm like, okay. Like
I'm not sure. I hope I unlock a different side
well,
of you.
and I guess I didn't know what they meant by it because I felt like it was this. I felt I was the same.
Yeah.
Which I still feel like I am, but being a couple of episodes removed, and when I go back and listen to, because I listen to every single one we do, because I'm always looking to grow. I want to improve. Whether it's my communication or the technical side of things, whatever it is. But I totally get it. You do. You unlock a totally different side of me.
Yeah.
I am so much better with you on it. And it's different when I interview a guest on my own versus having you in there with me.
Yeah.
And so you're a gift, not just to me, but to this world. You need to know that and hear that.
And I remember being very adamant on not being a regular. In fact, even like today, I was just like, you should just do a solo cast. I don't feel like doing this, just being like, I really didn't want to do it, and put myself out there. I think part of the emotion that I'm experiencing right now that I'll probably experience throughout the whole podcast is because like when you're in it, in the center of life, it's hard to see growth or change sometimes, but then to like hit the rewind button and be like, oh, wow, there are changes that happen. There is growth that's happened. And there are like confirmations that's come along the way, so like I was starting to feel a little bit of that, like, it's, I think it's in the beginning of the year, people are like, what am I doing with my life? And then towards the end of the year, like, what am I doing with my life? And like throw in a birthday, what am I doing with my life? So those are like probably the moments people are like, what am I doing with my life? So it's like, as it gets to the end of the year, I'm just like really doing an inventory and a checklist. And I'm like, did I do like all the things, I wanted to do? And just, there's a sense of disappointment that also comes with that question. Because, like I go back to the list we made when we went to George in the beginning of the year. And I'm just like, did I accomplish everything on the list, But then also seeing like the things I did accomplish, Yeah. Just seeing parts of you that you feel has died, kind of come back to life. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. No, for sure. I so hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit more clips right over here. And if you want to see the full episode as to where that came from, you can go ahead and hit here. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace out.